From the chapter 7, aggregate demand, aggregate supply and related concepts, components of aggregate demand in a two-sector economy. Already we have seen the last video, aggregate demand under four-sector economy, consumption function, investment expenditure, government expenditure and net export. Like that under four-sector economy we have seen this is components of aggregate demand in a two-sector economy. Two-sector economy is also called as closed economy or aggregate demand in a two-sector model. In a two-sector economy, aggregate demand has two components, consumption and investment. Only two components. So this consumption and investment comes from the household sector and the producer sector. Consumption from the household sector and investment from the producer sector. Thus aggregate demand or aggregate expenditure in a two-sector economy is sum total of consumption and investment. So the under two sector economy aggregate demand is the total of consumption and investment, is the sum total of consumption and investment. Household sector demands for consumption, producer sector demands for investment. So the formula is aggregate demand is equal to consumption plus investment, where C is equal to C bar plus BY and I is equal to I bar. Here C is equal to consumption. C bar means autonomous consumption. C bar means autonomous consumption. That is, without income also there will be consumption. வருமானம் இல்லாட்டியும் நம்ம நுகர்வு நடந்திருக்கும். அதனால இது autonomous consumption plus by, that is income. Y is income. Here B variable which denotes for every increase in income, consumption will also increase. For every increase in income, consumption will also increase. And here why it is R I bar means investment is given as autonomous investment. C bar, here one example is given. C bar is equal to 50, B is equal to 0.5. I autonomous investment is equal to 100. C is equal to C bar plus BY. Here C bar is given as 50 and B value is 0.5. Here these values are given here. If income is 100, how you will do that? How will you find out consumption function? See here, C bar is equal to 50, B is equal to 0.5. If Y is equal to 100, how will you find out consumption? Consumption C is equal to C bar plus 0.5 of Y is equal to C bar is 50 plus 0.5. Here income is taken as 100. So 50 plus 0.5 of 100 is 50. So it is equal to 100. Here income is 100 and consumption is also 100. On the table, level of income Y, consumption C, investment, autonomous investment I bar, aggregate demand is equal to C plus I. This consumption plus investment is aggregate demand. So in the diagram, OY axis denotes income and here this line, investment line parallel to X axis, and the consumption starts from 50 here, 0 to 100 here 50, but income is 0. At that level consumption starts, and so the line starts from here. This as it starts from here, it is called autonomous consumption. So this line increases as income increases. Income kuda consumption கூடுது. ஆனால் income கூடுற அளவுக்கு consumption கூடாது. And the percentage of increase in consumption will be less than the percentage of increase in income. So when we add this consumption and investment, we will get this line, aggregate demand line. The next observation, C is a positive function of income. Here C is the positive function of income. With rise in income, consumption increases, and with decrease in income, consumption decreases. However, percentage increase in consumption is less than that of income. It is because after reaching a certain level of consumption, people tend to increase level of savings also. ஒரு லெவல் ஆஃப் நம்ம வீட்டுக்கு தேவையானதெல்லாம் ஓரளவுக்கு வாங்கி முடிச்சிட்டோம் அப்படின்னும் போது நம்ம எல்லா சம்பளத்தையுமே அப்படியே வருமானத்தை அப்படியே நம்ம செலவு பண்ண மாட்டோம், கொஞ்சம் சேவிங்ஸ் பண்ண ஆரம்பிப்போம். It is because after reaching a certain level of consumption, people tend to increase level of savings also. Consumption curve slopes upwards as consumption increases with increase in income. I is autonomous investment, which is not influenced by the level of income. Income நால investmentக்கு எந்த changesம் வரல, அதனால இங்கே இது autonomous investment. Investment curve is parallel to x-axis as it is autonomous investment which is independent of level of income. Income நால அதுக்கு எந்த பாதிப்பும் இல்லை, அதனால it is autonomous investment and it is independent of level of income. AD is sum of C and I. AD curve has a positive slope. Positive slope means like this, it increases from left to right upwards. The line falls from left to right upwards, so it is a positive slope line. So C is always positive even at zero level of income. I already explained zero level of income, consumption is in the positive level. This is expenditure on basic necessities. This is expenditure on basic necessities for survival. Thus, at zero level of income, C is equal to C bar plus BY. That is, C is equal to C bar plus B of zero income. Here, for this autonomous consumption where C is always positive even at zero level of income, zero level of income layum consumption nadandirukkum. That is the meaning of this formula, C bar plus B of 0. C is equal to C bar. So, consumption will be 50. If the income is 0, consumption will be 50.